the Omarion interview on Vlad TV, which got everybody talking. A little backstory on him. Little Fizz is dating Omarion's ex, April. I think that's her name.
Mm-hmm.
Omarion and Fizz were in a group together called B2K. They just got off a tour together. Fizz says Omarion and him have a working relationship, and Omarion doesn't care either way about anything. Fresher fiasco, the interview with Omarion and his nonchalant energy towards this whole situation.
How you feel?
I think that is fresh. I think that the way Omarion handles this, I think, is, a healthy way to do it. But people are saying that they don't believe that he really feels this way. And I think that it can be a real thing. I can also honestly say that I hope that Fizz and April are a match made in heaven to actually go and do something like this. Like, she has to be your soulmate, because I'm all for it. And I think that it can be hurtful for you and your homie, not saying that they homies because they weren't, but you and your homie, and you see he going through it with his girl. And you can't help that if you see his girl, you fall in love instantly, but you're not going to say nothing because that's the homie. They break up, you shoot your shot. It is what it is. I mean, you can spin that so many different ways. Your soulmate is your soulmate. Should you miss out on your soulmate because she's an ex of one of your close friends? Don't know. I don't know. Turns out, it's crazy. But turns out, Fizz and Omarion was never that close. Just bandmates.
Which is fine.
If Omarion says it's over and he feels some type of way, he just wants his daughter or children, they got two children, to be happy, and he feels some type of way, I believe him, because I think that it is possible for that to happen.
It is possible.
Fresh.
People just aren't used to seeing someone acting like they have some damn sense. I also think it's fresh. I love the way he handled himself, because, again, we're so used to people acting ratchet and fuck this person, fuck that person, my baby mama, blah, blah, blah. People, we've been conditioned to constantly see that and think that that's normal. So when someone is speaking, in a level tone and not feeding into that BS, it's the automatic assumption, oh, they faking it. And I mean, at the end of the day, even if he does feel a type of way, it's none of our business to have insight into that. Again, now we're getting to a point where, that's why I really appreciate he's smart and mature enough not to play that card that April and Fizz have been playing. Because in his interview, he mentioned that, I wish the best for them, whatever they're doing. Yeah, but I mean, I will hope that they truly are happy and that they're not together just to try to spite me for some reason. Because I feel like, I haven't personally sat and sifted through whatever videos that Fizz and April posted about each other, whatever. But based off of like commentary that you see on Twitter or Instagram, I feel like a lot of the undertones of I don't know if it was blatant or if just undertones of the stuff that April and Fizz put out, it's like, yeah, Omarion, see us, like that type of undertone. And it's like, okay, again, well, are y'all together because y'all actually like each other? Or y'all trying to make me feel some type of way? Because if that's the case, y'all not gonna last long anyway, and y'all gonna make yourself look stupid in the long run.
That's why I say I hope that they're meant to be together, because to take this route, like, you guys,
it's like y'all just really better like each other.
And I really don't think he cares, because for years we've been trying to get all of them to speak out on the Raz B situation. I think Omarion has a really I don't give a fuck about none of y'all mentality. Like, we're just in a group. Like,
they are making our money.
Because Chris Stokes actually allegedly came on tour with them, and it kind of triggered Raz B, and he left. And I think Omarion really be in space like, oh, I didn't know there was an issue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's shown, and he just doesn't care. Even when they broke up. I'm not saying that I follow B2K a lot, but I used to watch 106 in Park.
Oh, yeah.
So they was on there on some, man, we don't know where O is. And then next time you see Omarion, he's just dancing in this solo.
Yeah.
Like, yo, fam, how did y'all split up? He's always had it is what it is.
Or again, if he does feel some type of way, he's not going to let the world know that, so that the world, again, can pick everything apart and speculate and go on and on. And
you want to know why we kind of feel that same way? Because we talked about this about 30 minutes ago about how we're not going to let nobody control our narrative. So, of course, we agree with Omarion, because he's not about to let Fizz and April make him let him act a fool in public, he might go home and beat up a pillow. We don't know.
And that's fine. And that would be definitely valid.
Y'all not going to see me act like that. And we actually talked about that before Omarion, about how we handle our situations. Like, yo, if you'll never know how I feel. Like I had a crazy year. Understand? But
y'all don't know that shit.
You don't know that
damn business, and y'all will never know.
You might know a smidge of it.
Yeah,
but you don't see me on Twitter. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't see me on Facebook. People won't know the 365 I had.
Right. And they don't need to know.
They don't need to know.
And then especially when you're talking about being in the public eye, being an entertainer, you have to, I think that Omarion is thinking long term. Like, this matters, my relationship, ex-relationship, whatever matters right now. But then what about 10 years from now? I'm more than just this dumbass relationship. I'm an artist. I've broke whatever records, made whatever music, and that's all publicly documented. I don't want somebody or, my kids to be able to look back 10, 15 years from now and they see all these dumbass tabloids about me acting a fool, talking about their mother crazy. You know what I mean? Because people are always going to focus on the negative before they focus on the positive anyway. At a certain point, it's, their image was tainted by the relationship scandal, blah, blah, blah. But we don't give a fuck about that. 10, 15 years before that, you toured the world, made millions, set trends, set records, made all this great music. So I think a part that's also thinking about your legacy and your profession and thinking long term. And I brought this up a while, not here on the podcast, but talking to, I think it was BJ. Shout out to BJ. There go BJ.
Shout out to BJ.
I was talking about all the stuff that goes on social media. People documenting their lives, throwing out all the nonsense, exposing people, whatever. I'm very curious to see if it does happen, if there's going to be any type of like social, I don't know, like how people doing that now, like how that'll affect society. And I don't know, like 10 years from now, because eventually social media isn't going to matter anymore, or Twitter and Facebook won't matter anymore, but there'll be some other social media shit. But I mean, it's technology. Everything that we're putting out there online, it's filed away and it's in, documented, and it's somewhere. And once it's out there, you can't get it back. You can't erase it. So I always wonder, like, when this shit doesn't matter anymore, but at any time somebody can go back and look at all the shit that you've said and done. Like, how is that going to affect us? Like, how is that going to affect people's kids? And I don't even worry about the whole, getting a job or anything anymore. But
nobody cares. I remember one time you couldn't have visual tattoos. Now nobody cares.
Yeah,
nobody care about nothing. I think that it's a generational separation to where our old heads didn't understand what we was doing, and it just didn't play out so bad. I think that.
But I mean, you got people, I don't know, just putting out all their dirty laundry, live videotaping, fighting.
It's different for us, but I think it's the norm for that group.
But then it's like, when that's no longer the norm, it's like, then what?
When it's not the norm, the group after them is going to have something crazy, and this group going to say, yo, wow. It's the way it is.
Yeah.
We was wild too. Well, see, I can't even say we, because you're not even in my age bracket. But my age bracket, we was wild to the ones before us.
But it wasn't documented.
Because we didn't have that.
Exactly. But I'm saying now we have that now. And there's so many people who just put everything out there, not thinking about who could possibly find this 5 years from now.
What are they going to do with it? I don't think nothing's going to matter. I think that every I say decade, I don't know, maybe it's longer or shorter, but every decade is going to be a change. And the decade before is always going to look at the decade ahead and say, man, y'all are wilding. And it could be something totally different in 10 years. And this group will be like, y'all are wilding. And we going to be in the background again, like, told y'all so. Like the group, once again, they said we was knuckleheads. And we didn't have Twitter. We didn't have social media.
Right.
They said we was crazy. We was nuts. And we don't know nothing when we stupid. It's the same thing. It's just social media. But I'll say that Omarion's living his lyrics. I got an icebox where my heart used to be. You can't hate a nigga for living his lyrics.
Yeah. Shout out to him though.
I'm really about this life.
Yeah.
Oh, Girl, I really want to work this out, but I'm tired of trying.
Right.
That was the shit.